What else was frustrating? Well, I was doing real estate like a lot of people are used to, but it was very transactional. Do a deal, get paid, do a deal, get paid. That's a job.
Yeah,
It took me all these years to realize it, right?
yeah.
So then I set up the rule of let's not get paid once anymore. And we trademarked the 3 payday system. So that's just a different quality of income. It's money now, money over time, and money long term. That's different for most people, right? It's a better quality income.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds, and I am super excited to be here today. Have another fantastic guest. And you know, this is what excites me when we get to look through the lens of someone else and get to glean from their experience and what they're doing, and just really just dig and get some nuggets from the value that they give us. And so today is no different. And I'm going to let him tell you everything that he's doing. I mean, one thing for sure, he want to help people get deals. He want to help people generate deals. And I'm going to let him tell you more about it. But I am so excited to introduce you all to Mr. Chris Prefontaine. Mr. Chris, how you doing today, sir?
I am doing awesome. Thanks for having me on, buddy. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. So glad you're here. And Mr. Chris, listen, I want to dive right in. I would love for you to tell the people what your main focus is these days. If you can give us a little bit of an origin story, kind of how you got to where you are now. We love the hero's journey. And then if you don't mind telling them what part of the world you're in, because sometimes people are like, oh, he's right around the corner. Let me see if I can get in contact with him. And so, Mr. Chris, sir, you have the floor, man.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, they might tell from the accent, but I'm in Rhode Island. It's a tiny dot on the state that nobody goes to, but it's beautiful. We're right along the ocean here. It's awesome. Um, so yeah, I go back. I won't put everybody to sleep, Q, but I go back 35 years in the biz. So that goes way back to when my father sold his company, and I literally was fired by the company that took over. It wasn't real estate; it was a welding supply business. But I got fired, and my kids were 1 and 2. So if you can picture that, no income. I think they gave me a month. They gave me a month's income. But the blessing is it got me into real estate. So from there, I'll fast forward through the years. I built hundreds of homes. Then I built a brokerage, put my broker hat on. Never did that before, with one intent: sell it. I sold it in 2000 to Coldwell Banker. Everybody said you can't do that. It's just a brokerage. We did that. At that age, it was good. It was sizable for my age at that time, late 30s. Foray from there through the crash was an interesting one. I built my own properties very conventionally, like people know how to buy real estate, either going to a bank and signing personally or raising money. And then when the crash happened, though, it was like a light switch was flipped in 2008, because literally the floor fell out a lot of my projects, and I was on all of them personally. So that then was the impetus to do what we do today, though, because after 4 years of being a mess mentally and going, oh my gosh, I messed up, it must be me. It wasn't, it was the national market, but I took it personally. And by about 2012, I started getting back at it, and I set up some rules, and they were super important. They were things like, what hurt me? Well, I signed personally on bank loans. Let's not do that again.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
What else was frustrating? Well, I was doing real estate like a lot of people are used to, but it was very transactional. Do a deal, get paid, do a deal, get paid. That's a job.
Yeah.
It took me all these years to realize it, right?
Yeah.
So then I set up the rule of let's not get paid once anymore. And we trademarked the 3 payday system. So that's just a different quality of income. It's money now, money over time, and money long-term. That's different for most people, right? It's a better quality income. And then we started getting demand to show other people how to do it. That's how this all came about. My wife actually said, "Hey, why don't you help other people like learn how you dug out of the hole?" Like I went from a oceanfront home queue to a 1-bedroom apartment and sold off cars and had to walk to my office. Like that's where it was after the crash. So when I set up new rules, they were important to not mess up again. And so we've been doing that now for over a decade. And as you alluded to, our main focus as a company still is, and was started for this reason, is to do deals with people. Because look, when people come in our ecosphere and they come in our community, they do not want to leave if they do deals more quickly, right? Who would? These deals to cap off this, and then I'll let you peel back anything you want. These deals are worth, from a 3 payday standpoint, they're worth like 45 grand to 350 grand a deal. They're not small deals over time, right? They take time, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, but that's a lot of income. So most people can drastically affect their lifestyle with, 4, 5, 6, a dozen of these deals. So that's kind of the journey. I did 35 years in about 3 minutes, New England style.
Yeah, I love it, man. No, I love it, man. I love the stories. I love when people can unpack their journey. Because I think, people that's listening at various parts of their journey, some of that beginning, middle, further on. And I love hearing the journey of someone that went through some trials and tribulations and where they are now. And so I'm gonna get back to the business, but you said some incredible things, 35 years in the business. Somebody bought your father's business. They fired you when you had a kids that was 1 and 2. You built hundreds of homes, built your brokerage, got back at it in 2012. You had to sell some of your cars, and then you had to move from a home to an apartment. So I'm going to absolutely love asking you this question. So, Mr. Chris, I have a saying that I say probably every podcast. Destiny has no wasted moments, meaning no matter what you go through in life, these moments build the person that you are today, right? So
100%.
you have had some moments. And so I would love to know, Mr. Chris, what is these moments in this journey? What has it taught you about yourself? Has it taught you resilience? Has it taught you humbleness? Has it taught you discipline? Of course, you talk about the rules that you put in place. So what has these moments in your journey taught you about you?
You hit some keywords there. Thank you. Humbling is an understatement because, you picture that. I mean, my ego was more than bruised, right? You go from that kind of lifestyle thinking everything's great. And then I walk into an apartment that has, dog stained rugs and lime green tub. And like, that's what I entered. My wife said, "This is what we're going to do." And I said, "Oh yeah, this doesn't look so much fun," but we had a blast, right? We've been married 40 years.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
this year, so we had a blast. In hindsight, right?
Yeah.
You couldn't have told me if you shook me then and said, "Hey, Chris, Q says that this is going to be great in 10 years." I'd say you're nuts, but it is, and it was. As a result, a side note, I work with my son-in-law. My daughter was here, but she has grandkids now. But, so it's all family is how it started. So that was a blessing too. That wouldn't have happened. So I couldn't agree more with what you said. And I know for some people that haven't gone through it, it might sound a little fluffy, but I'm telling you, it is 100% true what you said.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
And so I trust it now. My wife will say, "I know what you're going to tell me. Everything happens for a reason." I say, "Yeah, it does. Just trust it." all the time. This comes up. So humbling was a key factor there. And the other thing is, definitely goofed. And back then where I waited from February of 12, I remember like it was yesterday, February of 8 till February of 12. Why did it take so long? Because mentally I was beat up. All I had to do was reach out to mentors. It's the only time I didn't. And when I did, they made me realize how insignificant in the grand scheme what I went through is. And then I got back talking to them and boom, it clicked. So that's a biggie. As much as I'm into mentors, I goofed and didn't do it for those 4 years.
We are definitely going to come back to that for sure, because I often talk about relationships, mentorship here in the pod. So we're definitely going to come back to that. I want to get
Awesome.
into some more of your business. What is the next goal for you guys? Like, what are you looking to solve or scale next, Mr. Chris?
We are looking we always rack our brain with this. How can we get deals done more quickly? Right. As I said, so we're now looking to acquire the companies that can help add fuel to the company, but more importantly to the members of the community to do more deals more quickly and to get all the resources in house. So if we see them going out to a title company, or we see them going out to financing company, we see, for personal funding for the biz, anything like that, our goal is to acquire those aggressively in the next 2 to 3 years. And we've already started this roll up we're working on.
Yeah, I listen, you talked about 4 years when you didn't reach out to like your mentors.
Mm,
I talk about the word relationship a lot, but I also bring up the word community a lot, because I believe healing happens in community. When you have common unity, healing happens. And healing means just to be made whole. And so when you have an ecosystem of community, you will be made whole. You'll be made whole mentally, because like you said, they told you like this is a small thing in the cog. And it don't seem like it, because mentally, like you said, you fatigue. So right now you can't see the forest from the trees. You like, what in the world do you mean? But when you have somebody that's in your community who you can lean on, they can kind of nurture you back to health with the words that they say, maybe even giving you strategy. So I firmly believe that healing happens in community, the people who you surround yourself by. So I would love for you to talk more about that word relationship, and even the word community, but definitely the word relationship. How important is relationships in business? What is your philosophy on it? Talk to me a little bit about relationship, Ms. Chris.
yeah, we have a lot of commonalities. Spot on. I would use the exact same concept, and I tend to use the words association and proximity.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think it's the same, right?
mhm.
I think it's way more than people realize, because again, I'll go back to with my wife and I's conversations. She goes, "I know what you're going to do. You're going to trace it back to how that happened." I say, "Yeah." Because I met Q, who then introduced me to so and so, introduced me to so and so, and I just trust it and follow it. And man, oh man, it's an eye opener. If I look at, I don't know, I probably more than four, but 4 or 5 pivotal times in my life, I'll go back and go, "Yep, it's because I met so and so." And I didn't know it at the time, just like I didn't know it when the what hit the fan. But it was for a reason, and that person was introduced for a reason. And as you know, some people are there for life, and some people are there for a season, and that's great. I just trust it. I don't get upset or tied to it. It is super important. And now community wise, just to wrap that up, someone in our community, it's real estate, right? But it's not real estate. If it was just real estate and just skill sets, I can teach that overnight. They can watch my videos on YouTube and go, got it, all done. But it's not. It's all the stuff to become an entrepreneur, all these challenges that come up, all these curveballs that come up. And then they reach out in tears about something personally, and I walk them through that, or someone else in the community does. That's the game changer. They become stronger people, not I can do a deal. I know the skill set. That if it's that easy, everybody would do a deal in 30 days. And it's not that easy.
No, from your mouth, man, I say it a lot on this podcast. One of the constant things in your business is you. You are the constant in your business. Like, and no matter where your business go, you are smack dead in the middle. And so, really being able to reflect, being able to take inventory on yourself. Because, sometimes you can be your own bottleneck, like within your business. So it's like just even evaluating yourself like that way. I just love it. I mean, you're saying it. I appreciate it. Um, I don't know if we got to the name of your business. Do you mind telling us the name? And I would love to know the story behind the name.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Yeah, so there's a name and then there's a front marketing, right? We have been Smart Real Estate Coach since day one, but it took us it's a DBA. It took us a long time to get trademark rights to Wicked Smart. So we have Wicked Smart as the corporate name. Our facing name is Smart Real Estate Coach. My wife thought of that years ago when this was an idea. That's all it was an idea. So yes, that's the name of the company, and it's smartrealestatecoach.com. Because there's so many people that enter the space, I think it's still solid for a lot of reasons. Part of our mission statement is to create smart investors who are committed and serious.
Simple, sweet, right to the point. I love it. Hey, Mr. Chris, is there any topic that I have not brought up that you would like to talk about? Or is there any words of like inspiration, education, motivation that you want to give to the people?
In a capsule. And that is, there were half the room that, and I bet the listeners are the same boat, half the room had a W-2, a JOB. And I said at the very beginning of the day, I said, who ideally, if you could snap your fingers, boom, wants to leave that? They said, yep. So by the end of the day, I then re-asked for the commitment, and because of the nature of the commitment, not so many hands came up. I said, well, look, there are some people that love their jobs, their specialty, right? Doctor, lawyer, I get that. But all the other ones that aren't, if you're listening and you don't have to be there. Okay, you don't have to be there. There are people that have done this, and it's not just our community. I'm biased, but I don't care if you go open a restaurant. There's people that have done it successfully, and just know that you can follow that. It's been modeled before. Now, on that note, I'll give you 3 quick steps, and we can wrap. Again, doesn't matter if it's real estate, restaurant. You and I are gonna open a popcorn stand. It doesn't matter. 3 simple steps. 1, find a niche. Let's just talk real estate now, but it doesn't matter. Find a niche that you like. And when I say you like, you can get behind morally and ethically too. Like there are some niches in real estate that are a little more predatory. Ours is not. It's a super win-win. I tend to like that. I think it's healthy. Second step. That's step 1. Second step, within that niche, find someone, please find someone that has had like a bunch of economic twists in their career. They've gone through cycles and maybe even gone through life events, because you're going to hit that. It's just life. Q and I just kind of referenced that. And you can attach to them or that community from a moral, ethical, and value standpoint, because Q, you and I both know people that have wrecked relationships to become successful. It's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the whole picture. And third is the toughest. It is, once you find those first 2 things, or you identify them, put the blinders on for 3 to 7 years and do not deviate. You will have an amazing experience. Anything short of that, because the internet tells you can get rich quick tomorrow, you won't have a great experience. So those are just 3 quick things. I did it yesterday, and I think it's worth, I hope there's a nugget or 2 in there for people.
I definitely believe that it is. Mr. Chris, man, thank you so much. If someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, collaborate with you, learn more about what you're doing, how can they get in contact with you, sir?
I got a free book for your group, specifically, and Q, it's not free book, but then put in shipping costs. Okay, that's not what we're doing. This is free. You won't put a credit card in for 10 cents. Just go to 3. It's the number 3. 3paydaysbooks.com/fuel. 3paydaysbooks.com/fuel. And you'll actually get a couple of our best sellers, no charge whatsoever. We just need your address. Our gift to you for having us on.
Absolutely. Well, let me say 3 things to you, sir, sincerely. 1, thank you for your time. I think you can put a premium on your time. So thank you for your time. I appreciate you being here. Secondly, man, thank you for your story, your narrative, for coming and planting seeds in people that's probably going to course correct some people and probably get people to think a different way from the first time they saw this. So thank you for that. And lastly, thank you for your perspective, for your mindset. You paid in experience and probably in dollars to be able to think the way you think now. So thank you for bringing that mindset to this platform. I greatly appreciate you, sir.
You're very welcome. Appreciate your energy.
Absolutely. Well, listen, y'all heard Mr. Chris. Please get into the show notes. Get the book. It's free. You don't got to put in no card or nothing like that. Get in contact with him, but definitely make sure you're subscribed here, because we're going to continue to bring up amazing people just like Mr. Chris. So, sir, thank you again. And everyone else, y'all have a fantastic day.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.